Another fighter from Russell Perks straight away. Oh, good walkout music. I don't think you get it on YouTube. It's Mambo number 5.
1, 2. Let's go for it. 1, 2. Maybe that's going to be the key to victory for George John from Russell Perks Martial Arts Academy. They've got a sharp turnaround right now. They've had 2 fighters in a row.
A 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 would be a jab, cross, left hook, right hook, left uppercut.
If you're just doing boxing.
Yeah. The different numbers for kickboxing. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure 5 is a flying knee.
Is it?
Or it ought to be.
I never like the numbers. It's like, just say jab, cross, left hook. It's not that hard to say. It's like 1, 2, 3. All right, that's fine.
Oh, I've been looking so forward to this. George John coming out
with a powerful mohawk. I think a mohawk, that shows that you're a veteran of the fight game, because you can remember Chuck Liddell knocking people.
Shows you've been watching for a while, that's for sure.
Good, Chuck Liddell's coming back. He's got a Bellator contract apparently. I love the veterans fighting, don't you, Lusty?
As long as they're teamed up with other geriatrics, it's fine with me. I don't want to see somebody else in the light heavyweight division knock his head into next week.
Hoist Gracie versus Ken Shamrock. That was awesome in Bellator.
Yeah, Hoist Gracie versus Chuck Liddell. Or Sakura. Maybe Vonderlei.
They should do a Masters League where they're allowed all the drugs they want.
They should do. Yeah. There we go. George John, he's made it in. He's got the kind of attitude. Go on, buddy. Where's my shirt? My shirt.
Make some noise for Luke Wilcox.
Luke Wilcox from Leicester Chute, another boy under Nathan Leverton tutelage, and they're already in the win column today. And we get some old school hip hop jams, West Coast.
Yeah, old school hip hop versus Mambo number 5. That's quite the contrast. And even like contrasting styles, Luke comes out and he looks like he's just woken up from a long nap. It's quite interesting the kind of one aggro fighter versus one very chilled, relaxed looking fighter. I've always been the more of the chill, relaxed looking person than the fierce, stay down, angry, stomp my feet type. But
it's a lot harder down here, Chris, in the average height area.
It's easy.
We have to try to intimidate our way to get attention. You just do it by walking in the room.
How tall are you, Steve?
5'6".
5.
The laughter.
5'6". What's a midget? Is that 5?
Anything under 5 feet, I think.
You're
yes.
Close.
Yeah, I was very close. If I cut off my knee, if I cut myself off at the knee, I'd be in. Disability benefits and everything. I like the shorts. I do like the shorts on Luke Wilcox. He's a lean, mean fighter.
Oh no, I don't like the Valetudo skin tight shorts. Give me the Russell Perks orange any day.
Introducing first the fighter in the blue corner, weighing 69.9 kilograms, representing RPMAA, George the Bear John. And his opponent fighter in the red corner, weighing 70 kilograms, representing Leicester Shoot Fighters, Luke Shadowboy Wilcox.
Luke just pacing. Doesn't want to stand still.
Looks very, very calm though. Albeit.
This might be a nice contrast of styles, maybe.
Yeah, we see a stockier fighter there. And George John, longer, rangier, leaner fighter than Luke Wilcox. John comes out looking to crowd the distance, lands an inside leg kick. Another one. That one was a bit high, maybe came up into the stomach.
George did a great job covering up there.
He's got to be careful, I think. John, those kicks are almost cup range.
Oh, Luke Wilcox huge takedown.
Whips him to the ground with double unders.
This is the Leicester Shoot Fighters, guys. They're such good grapplers.
That's what you got to do in this game. It has to be the foundation. Not necessarily wrestling or even jiu-jitsu, but a submission-style game has got to be the foundation, and getting it off the feet with takedowns is a big part of that. And Luke Wilcox has just done that in spades. He's got good head position now. He's being very cruel with that head on John, isn't he?
What George needs to do is get onto his right side and get an underhook, not a whizzer, but it kind of worked for him. He kind of, as I said, he was doing it wrong. It almost worked.
It's so hard to get that shave arm lock, though.
It is. It's a very difficult submission.
A couple kicks there from Luke Wilcox. And a nice lead left hook there from George John. George backing him up now against the fence. Another big double leg from Luke Wilcox, but it seems to have a...
Is he in the guillotine? I think
no, hands not connected.
Up very easy.
Left hand round the back of his head, Luther. Get it out. Press it. Pull it. Round the back of his head.
He's got that half guard position again. Will George be able to scramble back to his feet like he did last time? Or will Luke be able to hold him down? George is kind of doing the wrong thing. What he needs to do is get his left arm under his armpit and get onto his right side. And he's twisting in the wrong direction, but it is difficult under pressure of fire. And now he's looking for like a rubber guard, trying to put his leg up. It's probably just the wrong thing to do from half guard.
Yeah, we say the wrong things to do, but look there.
Oh, boom, big bridge.
It was because he'd had that overhook on that side. We were looking for the underhook on that side, Chris, but he had the overhook and he was able to get the flip when he leaned. Good re-roll there. Brilliant little sweep, and now Luke Wilcox is looking to get feet on the hips and possibly push John away, but John's going to be looking to do some damage here, probably some ground and pound. And as I say it, he does it with big right hands.
This is good cage.
Short, sharp right hands.
Cage. Oh, but he went for it again and then pulled him on top. Luke on top. George, that's a bit more of an addition. Oh, he's looking for a leg lock maybe. Going inverted.
Yes, inverted.
Unusual you see this inverted position in MMA, but sometimes. Oh, George is back flat again. Luke landing some ground and pound right in the ear.
Yeah, Luke Wilcox has got to be able to posture up, but George John's doing a very good job of controlling the posture with that left arm. He's got him wrapped pretty hard.
Back to this half guard position. We see this in some fights. You end up in the same position over and over and over again. Once again, he needs to get that left hand into an underhook. Not whizzer that arm.
We got a 10-second warning there. 10 seconds, and it looks like Luke Wilcox is going to finish on top here in a very scrambly, very back and forth first round between George John and Luke Wilcox. Russell Perks Martial Arts Academy and Lester Shute facing off here in the Battle Arena cage.
What a great first round. I'm impressed with both fighters. The striking seemed pretty even. Both guys landed. George seemed the eager of the two, was throwing with some real venom, and Luke tried to look a bit more technical but still getting tagged up. The real difference was on the ground. Just George's half guard game just needs a little bit of refinement, a little bit of polishing. Just his arms are just in there. He's doing a really good job of surviving. He's making scrambles, which he won a couple of times, but he's just fundamentally doing the wrong thing, and he's got his arms in the wrong place.
He's an exceptionally strong specimen, is George John.
And I think that's what saved him in those scrambles. If it was even weight, he wouldn't have been able to use the slightly incorrect technique to get out. But he got out.
We're seeing a lot from Luke Wilcox in terms of strength from the feet and ability to take down, so that could be the difference. We had two big takedowns there from Luke Wilcox. It's hard to score it on the judges' scorecard, and luckily we haven't had to do so thus far tonight.
This is Battle Arena 50 at Edgbaston Stadium in Birmingham, brought to you by Viking Warrior Nutrition and the Slap and Draft podcast. Boom, round two.
Come out, they touch gloves, and now they're looking to throw hellfire at each other.
George is biting down on his gum shield and throwing big left hooks.
But he also clocked that Luke was looking to come in. There's that left, check left.
Oh,
big right lands. Sorry. Knees, Luke Wilcox. He's going to that lead left hook a bit too often there, I think, George John is. I want to see a bit more crisp boxing there from both fighters. I think Luke Wilcox would really, really benefit from that, because right now, George John is just looking to swarm him.
George just leading with that left hook all the time. Oh, now a jab. That's better.
But it was all 1-2, 1-2. Knee comes in. Looking to wrap it.
Oh, just manhandled into the floor. Love that.
I can't believe he got that against a grappler with such experience like Luke Wilcox. Now, really good position here.
Yeah, Luke in a world of trouble here. Oh, he's going to reverse it. Oh, very smooth. See, George's base was just not in the right place.
So back and forth, we've got a timeout?
I think it's like issue with the glove maybe, or a position.
Oh, well done. And George John uses it to get a frame there. Well done, buddy.
Nothing wrong, and then you get paused. Just having a little wiggle, just getting your base down a little bit lower.
Time back in.
Really good side control. You see that? Knees wide, checking that hip. Now, what he actually needs his legs around the other way. He wants his... That's the problem. His legs were around the wrong way, and he meant he could slide that knee in. If he had his other knee on the hip, he wouldn't have been able to do that escape.
I see George John almost going for a disruption with the grapevine.
Oh, very smooth passing. Knee slide pass. Traps the arm.
I'd like to see him put that left hip down.
Boom! Landing heavy shots to the face.
There we go. But if he just straightened out that left leg and dropped that left hip, Luke Wilcox would have much more control over that arm, because as we see, George John is almost getting that hand out, but it's very hard for him to do so. Luke Wilcox is reining in punches here, but how much damage is he actually doing?
To get that arm free. He needs to put his feet on the floor and drive into it, make some space, disrupt his base, and then you'll be able to get your arm out. He's looking for the arm triangle.
Almost.
He's drummed. Oh, it's pretty tight.
Seems to have it. He's got those hands locked.
It's a hard submission to pull off, but he might have it.
He's put the knee on the stomach. He just hasn't flattened himself out enough, I don't think. There we go. He's flattening himself out now. Walking to the head. He's got to check his watch a bit.
It's one of those weird submissions. Sometimes you can.
I think George John's thinking about it.
He's doing good.
George trying to explode out right now. He's trying to move away from it. Luke Wilcox maintaining position, rotating more to the head.
George
the knee on.
Left hand on his ear. It's going to give him that little bit more space.
There's a tap.
Oh.
George
was he
John.
out? No, just tapped, I think. Very close to out. Or was going.
No, they're bringing in the doctors. I think he was very close to out.
A little bit of a snooze from the choke, but got to give him bravery points. Toughed it out, stayed in there, didn't give him the tap easy.
With how that second round started, incredible resilience from Luke Wilcox to be able to reverse position and then completely control and dominate when on top in that side control spot. There's some improvements to be made in both fighters' games, but it was so back and forth in that first round, Chris. I think if we would have had 2 more rounds like that first round, it would have, George John definitely had a chance. Had a really good chance of victory. It was 50-50 up until that point.
Yeah, George John, Luke, I was very impressed, but he made a couple of mistakes where it wasn't, I think he knows the right thing to do, was just maybe over-rushed. He's quite early into his career, just a little bit of the nerves of the show, just kind of just overcommitting to certain things. Where with George, I'd like to see him mix up his combinations more. It's very 1-2s, and then occasionally a left hook. We didn't see any uppercuts. We didn't see any kicks really at all. And then with the grappling on the floor, he wasn't getting his weight down in the right place, and he wasn't working half guard correctly, working for underhooks. But it's only a little things. Adding a few kicks and a couple more basic things on the floor, and George could be champion. This is Battle Arena. This is Battle Arena 50. We have had 50 shows here at Battle Arena, and we've now established ourselves as the biggest amateur organization in Europe.
I feel good about that. I feel very good about that accomplishment. And big props to all the fighters that obviously come here and lay it all on the line. They step into the arena sand, and they look for blood.
I was watching Bama last night, watching Fabian Edwards, and I was just thinking to myself, it was only a few months ago that me and you were commentating on this fight here at Battle Arena.
Yeah, he's made an amazing transition into the professional ranks, and he's definitely shaking everyone to their core. And all of these fighters are here to get experience, to build on their amateur records in order to make that step into the pros so much easier, because they'll know from this type of competition that they can hack it on any arena.
Even on Bama, they were talking about the records and saying Fabian's actually got a much better record than you think because of his amateur experience.
So after 2 minutes and 34 seconds of the second round, we have your winner via head and arm choke for the fighter in the red corner, Luke Wilcox. And please make some noise